Check what I've got, my friends. This is a Wheat Eater motor that I get from a friend of mine. And the story behind it is he bought two Wheat Eaters a long time ago and built the one up between the two, but never come so far to start it. So this is the other one, the piston. You can see it's fairly small with a spare coil, and I believe this is a cut-off switch and a spare plug, but you can see how tiny this little plug is, and miscellaneous screws and stuff, and a fan which is not part of the Wheat Eater but for cooling, and then other miscellaneous spares there. But I think what we must do is try and see if it's got fire. He sprayed it after he rebuilt one machine out of the two. He put some high heat exhaust paint on it, but it was never started, and it's now a couple of years as far as I know, and it got good compression. But so what I'm going to do now is take the plug off and put a drop of oil inside and just turn it a little bit for lubrication, and then we check if it's got fire. And if there is fire, we're going to put some fuel in on top and see if it will give us a quick start and take it from there. That will now be a nice project for the day. Okay, there's the plug, and it's brand new. If I look inside, it is really clean. Okay, so let's put a drop of oil in. Okay guys, I've got still oil here, 2-stroke, that he also gave to me. I think that will be enough, just for a little bit of lube. Okay, I'm going to hand turn it, just for and put it a little bit to the side. Okay guys, I put more in just to make sure the oil covered the whole sleeve. Okay, I think let's try and see if it's fire. Okay guys, since everything is painted, so I make contact there on the washer and take the lead down to the ground. So hopefully that's a good ground. So let's see if there's spark. I'll turn it with the drill. I believe and hope there is fire. Okay, doesn't look so. I'm not sure if this is a good ground. Let's try and just nip it there and do it again. Can you still see? Hopefully. Okay, there's nothing. Let me just get another ground point on the screw on the body. Okay, there's no spark. Okay guys, let me check and investigate a little bit on, because all that is now here is the magnet and the coil, and then the coil wire, and I see there's two plugs. The one is definitely for a cutoff, I believe, and there's another one. So let me just check and clean up and see the gap and so on, and then I'll bring you back. Okay guys, I found the problem. Hopefully that's the only one. You can see the gap. The coil gap is very far. So let me tune that. Okay guys, I've got it set, and then I realize that this front spindle is loose, and I just undo it with my hand, and here it is, the flywheel, and there was no spay in, but I found the spay between the spares. So I'm going to put this back together guys, and then we can try again. Okay guys, I've got a small issue. You can see this is the flywheel that was on the motor, and the spay slot is a little bit wider than this one, and this is the spay that came with the kit or with the spares, and it fits in 100% with this flywheel, but it sits loose on that one and also on the shaft. Let me show you. You can see there's a fairly big gap. So I miss a spay for this flywheel that was on the motor with the right size for that shaft. So either I will make one just for test, or I will let me just focus, or I will just put it on and just check for fire, because the timing will be out. So let me just see what I can do. Okay my friends, I've got everything back together, and I put the old plug on because the new one seems not to fire, but I could feel with my finger where I touched the body there was a little bit of a shock. So I just need to check, and I check this with the old plug and there is fire. So I will clean that one up, but let's see quickly if you can see. Okay, it's not very sharp or a good spark, but at least it is there. I hope you could see that. So let me clean it quickly. Okay guys, I clean it a little bit, and let's give it a last shot before we try and start it. See if you can see fire. I can see it clearly. Okay, you could see it now for sure. Okay, let's get some fuel and see if it can make smoke. Okay guys, it's time for testing. Let's put in some fuel. I don't know how much, but let's try. And remember, the timing can be out, so it might make hopefully some smoke at least. So let's see, let's go. Compression is now high. It's slipping here over my okay, let me just secure my drill. Okay, let's try one more time, otherwise I will take a little bit of the fuel out just by turning it. Okay, this came loose again. Let's try one more time. Okay, I've got a problem. I'll show you what happened. I rounded off this hole, so let me try something else. Okay guys, let's try one more time with the interim plan before I would have to make a big plan. I didn't put some more fuel in the meantime. Okay, seems if this one work. Let me just put a little bit of fuel in, but remember the timing can be out. Okay, let's put a little bit in. I don't want a hydraulic or a hydro lock. Oh shucks, that is now too much. Let me just screw it halfway in, just like that, just to see if we've got smoke, guys. Let's turn it full in. Okay, let's go back for a spark test, just to make sure there is still spark. Yes, I can see it clearly. Okay guys, let's try one more time with new fuel. Let me control it ook a little bit better, but I don't want a lock. Where's the plug? There it is. A hydro lock. So let's see. Okay, let's go for it. Okay guys, I found the choke was totally closed. Let's open it so that you could get air through. Maybe that is part of the problem. So let me get fuel. Okay, let's try it with the choke open, guys. Okay, let's try and put some fuel in the carburetor. Maybe that can play a role. Let me just put the fuel inside there. Just hang on. Okay, I've got fuel. I've got fuel in the carburetor now. Let's try it again. Let me just get you right here. Okay. That might be our last test. You jump out of the screen. Okay guys, I think let me think about this issue. I've tried now fuel in the carburetor and on top, and there is fire, and it must be that timing. Guys that have more experience, what do you think of that splay there, if it can play a role for it not to start or not to smoke at least? But we'll not give up, and drop your thoughts in the comment section and we take it from there. Thanks guys, bye bye.